Hello, this is Ahura, October 26th, Tuesday, and I'm here to see what happened yesterday in the stock markets and totally in the financial markets, stock, currencies, commodities, and cryptocurrencies. What happened, what is going on right now, and what we have to wait for. While today we are waiting for very important data like consumer confidence in the United States and home sales numbers, and at the end of the day, we will have to watch the API or American Petroleum Institute numbers for the U.S. crude oil inventories for the past week. Last night, Wall Street again tested the new records for both Dow Jones and S&P 500, and the main fuel for this jumping was the Tesla with the 100,000 new orders that they got from the car renting company called Hertz or something like that. What was the name? This increase, this order actually that caused the increase in stock to send the Tesla stock to a new all-time high, about 1,000, almost $50. Caused this jumping in the stock market. At the same time, PayPal, that yesterday we talked about that there is some unconfirmed reports that the PayPal may buy the Pinterest. Yesterday they denied it and they told that we are not going to buy it, and this conversation went nowhere. So the PayPal increased more than almost 3%, and the Pinterest lost more than 11% after these conversations. These changes sent the Wall Street to the new records, especially as I told in S&P 500. Last night also we had earnings reports that Facebook could beat the EPS. We had a kind of the positive surprise in the EPS, just with the 3 cent. Market was expecting for $3.90, and they made it $3.22, which is not as good as expected. But the revenue, they lost the revenue. In the revenue, they lost expectations, which is not that much good for the markets, especially when we are in such a situation that this is the latest fall that the markets can get from their earning reports, and this earning report is going to end soon in next days. Then till now, by now 119 companies, they already announced their earning reports, and we have more than 83.2% win rate, and this week we have to see 165 more companies to report. Totally, 120 almost, and 165 is kind of 280, more than less like 200, almost 280 some, and 290 companies, 285 companies. It means that almost 60%, less than 60% of the S&P 500 listed companies, they will report by end of this week, and most of them are the main companies in the list. So this. But the overall sentiment of the earning report sentiment will end this week, so which is not that much good for the stock markets, especially while we know that next week FOMC will have the meeting. So this is what happened yesterday generally in the stock markets. What we have right now, we have at the same time. These changes send the 10 years bond yields to lower. Now with the market increasing, with the risk increasing in the market, while we have just like earning reports ending, FOMC meetings is coming closer. So these together cause the market risk to increase. And last night we saw that the the 10 years bond yields eased to 1.63%, and which is still falling. This caused the US dollar to increase. This market risk, it caused the US dollar increased again, and right now again it's back to a clear uptrend, and you can see that the pivot point at 93.80, and any numbers above that can send the index, US dollar index, to higher levels. This increasing risk in the market send the gold to the higher levels above 1,800. From the technical point of view, we are still in an uptrend, but in a day trading, if you call it the day trading, is at RSI at 51 and OBV is flat, which is not confirmed that uptrend too much. If you go to higher like bigger time frames like a H4 chart, in a H4 chart also the uptrend is kind of it's like, let's see that the uptrend line is uptrend line can be in 1798, something like here, some 1798 or 1800. If we bridge this lower, this uptrend line also can be bridged. So the uptrend line in H4 chart is not is still up positive, it is still confirmed, but it's not strong enough with the RSI at 60. Like a little bit strong with the OBV trend line is decreasing with the new all-time, with the not all-time, with new record highs, with new highs. OBV trend line is decreasing, the RSI also is decreasing, it's getting flatter. Totally the uptrend doesn't have enough strong to go, but market risk is still supporting. If we go to market risk, higher market risk, it will be supporting for the gold, but increasing the US dollar index at the same time can make it a little bit limited. Gold above, if it can hold itself about 1,800, we can wait for 1,820 and 1,830 for the next days. In the S&P 500 and other main stocks in the US dollar, in Wall Street, as we can see last night, we could test the new record highs here, but right now it's in a day trading. If you call in a day trading, still we can see the positive numbers, even if we have some correction here, but still we can see the positive attitude here. RSI at 72 with OBV increasing. Actually OBV is flat. OBV is flat, right? Yeah, the price is decreasing. OBV is flat. It can be the signal of the in a futures market. In a future market, we can see the decrease. We can see like correction before cash market opens. So before cash market open, probably it will be a little bit negative in a market before going higher. In a cryptocurrencies market, last night the increasing in Tesla's helped the Bitcoin also to increase. As you know, Tesla is one of the biggest Bitcoin holders, but at the same time we had a report that from the Federal Reserve. We had this report, or no, we had the Treasury. Yeah, we had from the Treasury Department. We had a report that the Gary Gensler, the director of the SEC, the governor of the SEC, is looking forward to find more ways to control the stable coins, and they are looking forward to regulate the stable coins and to find some regulation for that. As you know, many stable coins. Sorry. There are many concerns about the most of the stable coins, about their background, what they have as a guarantee for the customers, if how they can trust that how many tether really they did that much tether they created based on what they're just kind of the printing the money, but it should have some background. It should have some kind of the guarantee behind that, but we have nothing sometimes behind them. Or at least if we have, there are not enough. I mean, if you have like some sort of the gold, for example, as a background, is like limited. It's not that much that they have as a tether. So there are so many other stuff that we have to see that what the SEC is going to do, and we have to be very. And this is the next warrant. This is the next concern about the cryptocurrencies, about the markets right now, and we can see that. SEC also is looking forward to make some regulation on that. The stock market today, as I told in the economic calendar, in the stock market today we have the Microsoft, we have the Google, we have the Verizon, if I don't mistake today, for earnings that we have to take care of them. Yeah, we have the Eli Lilly, we have the AMD, and this 3M. All these companies, they will report today, and they will make the markets to move to the new levels. Probably most of them we are expecting to see again they're beating the most of them. And so again, in a cash market, we can, when the cash market opens, we can see again the correction. In a crypto, in a currency market, as we talked earlier, also in earlier days, also Euro USD again is back in a downtrend. Is we are expecting the hawkish policies from the many of central banks, especially including Federal Reserve, for this next meeting on November 2 or 3. 2 and 3. This week we have the ECB meeting, and we do not expect any changes in the any changes for the central bank of in the monetary policy of Central Bank of Europe. So it will be the kind of they are going to probably confirm the current dovish policy. So it means that it will be negative for European currency, and it will be kind of weaker against its crosses totally in all across the board, not just against the US dollar. Totally, the euro is a little bit weaker. At the same time, we have US dollar increasing. The euro USD again is back in a down trend, so we can see that next is in a downtrend. What else I can tell you in the market that can be important? Barack Obama, I say the Barack Obama, sorry, I'm just always remember the Biden as a Barack Obama. They are just kind of the same, with the same policy, with the same conversations, kind of same way of talking, but actually one is young and another is so old, kind of forgetting the words. Anyway, the Biden yesterday told that in Scotland, before the Scotland's this kind of meeting, they told about the green I like it, but it's like green energy, something like that. They had a meeting in Scotland. Let me find it. What was that? Anyway, he told that they are getting closer to the deal with the Republican and Democrats. They are getting closer to the deal about his instructional plan, and probably they will avoid talking about the tax for now to confirm some part of that, but they cannot confirm. But I don't think that they will get to some point to find a way out for taxing and the new taxing law. Many Republicans already they warned the markets about the Democrats taxing law. At the same time, we have while in the next days, let me talk about that about the inflation. In the next days, we have very concerned about the inflation, and again stagflation. Possibility of stagflation, because we can see that inflation is increasing and some productions is decreasing, and there are some concerns. I will talk about that in the next days, probably Thursday or Friday morning, when we are waiting for PCE numbers on Friday, if I don't mistake. So this is what happened in the market. So totally still we are positive. Just in the short words, US dollar still increasing. Stock markets should be positive still by end of this week, but the next week there is a concerns, there is a questions about that, what will happen after Friday. But till Friday still we are positive about this general in the stock markets. Gold can be increased a little bit, but this increasement will be limited, and we are waiting to see again to fall down, because US dollar going to increase sharply, and the market is going to support it. The market exchange is going to support US dollar. But at the same time, gold cannot fall too much as well, because the concern on the stock markets can still hold the US dollar, the demand for gold at the same time. Oil, I forgot to talk about the oil today. The oil market had some correction, and we can see more correction in the oil market in the next days. We will have the API reports also today. We are expecting to see the little bit increase in US inventory levels, and still what is important here that we can see the corrections a little bit for the next days here in the stock in oil market, but it's overall still it's an uptrend, and we can see the higher levels here in a general. So this is general what's going on in the market. Don't forget about the today's ECB. Today's housing numbers, and today's we have the CB consumer confidence and new home sales also, besides APR weekly report. Thank you so much, and see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.